Hi, everybody. Can see everybody's just coming in. So I'll give everyone just a couple of minutes just to get in the room. And you will find somewhere on the right-hand side, you should have an area where you can chat as well. So feel free to jump in there and send me a message. Let me know that you can hear me okay and everything's all right. Here we go. Hi, Alex, David, Garrett, Heidi, Iris, John, Jose, and Kim, Christian, Marcus. I can hardly keep up. Vincent, Sam, Santosh, welcome everybody. Brilliant. I know a lot of you are all around the world as well. So great to have you coming here. I'm going to hopefully make it worthwhile for you. Hi, Amir, Bernardo. Brilliant. Loads and loads of people coming in the room. So guys, would you do me a favor, please, and just type something into the chat window just to let me know that you can hear me okay. There's nothing worse than doing something like this and then you find out that no one can hear you. So you should see a little chat area where you can just type in a chat and it'll come through to me. Brilliant. Nice one, Max. You were first. You were first. Then Alex, Heidi. Okay, that's brilliant. Yeah, Heidi, that's the idea. Yeah, you could only type privately, but it comes through to me and I can see it. I might be a little bit busy doing the presentation, but I can see your comments. You should also be able to see a Q&A as well. So if you've got like specific questions as I'm going through the presentation, I probably can't stop and answer them all as we go. But what I will do is make sure that I cover them all at the end. So don't worry if you don't see an answer to your question. We'll deal with it at the end, no problem. And we'll get stuck in. Great. So everybody can hear me. This is good. So then, guys, what are we doing? Well, we're here to talk about the launch of the FastBots AI chatbot agency. But what I really want to do is to give you a big picture here of the opportunity of AI and how AI chatbots can help so many businesses. It's crazy. And I've been online now for 23 years, making my living online. And I think, you know, thanks to AI, this is probably one of the most exciting times that I've experienced. And hopefully you're going to feel the same way when I've gone through this presentation with you. So let's get stuck in then, everybody. So first of all, just a real quick bit about FastBots in case, you know, you're not overly familiar with us. It was originally launched back in April of 2023 as DocuTalk. And then it was run for quite a while by the original developer who didn't really do an awful lot with it. He was a developer and not a marketer and kind of made it and then didn't really know what to do with it. But he was very, very talented at what he did. And so me, you know, having been watching and even promoting other AI chatbot software in the past, was absolutely determined to start my own. And then when I saw that DocuTalk came up for sale, I was able to acquire that business, build a team, and then turn it into FastBots. And so it was a quicker way for me to get started. And since then, the platform's evolved like crazy. And I've been obsessed with adding new features and improving the platform to something about the level that many of you will have experienced today. So I've got a great team with me who do all of the development, and we're in constant communication all the time. And now we've got over 6,000 users around the world. So that's just a real quick overview of FastBots, so you know exactly what you're dealing with here. So let's talk about artificial intelligence. Probably most of us here is our favorite subject. It basically has changed absolutely everything. That is no exaggeration. You know, AI is just changing the world. Every day we're getting further ahead because of AI. And the way it all happened really for most of us was December 21, OpenAI went and launched ChatGPT to the public. I still remember now, like writing my first article with ChatGPT and then sending it to my friend over WhatsApp, you know, saying, hey, look at this. I just wrote about, you know, your niche in 2 seconds. And then being a little bit like, oh yeah, that's really good. We could probably do a bit better though. I don't think they really realized how I did it was just using pure AI. And so then the world really, since that time, obviously with ChatGPT having like 1 million users in the first few weeks or days, even I think it was, then the world has become aware of the benefits of AI. And they launched 3.5, GPT 3.5 as an API. In simple terms, that means that now software developers can connect to that technology and use it in their own platforms. And of course, that's exactly what we've done. And we didn't just stop with OpenAI's GPTs. We've also moved as well into Claude. It's better to have, you know, not all your eggs in one basket. If anything goes wrong with OpenAI, we've got Claude. And then after Claude, we're going to have somebody else as well, as Google starts rolling out their tech too. So we tried to make our platform really bulletproof, which again, if you're reselling chatbots, that makes it really good for you too. So a warm welcome to those of you who have just joined us. I can see there's still people coming in, and I'm really, really pleased to see you and grateful to have you here. So what are just some of the benefits of AI to business owners? There's a list probably longer than my arm, but these are just some of the main ones, you know, increased efficiency, automated decision-making. You know, they're intelligent enough now, AI, to make decisions about things. Cost reduction is huge. In many cases, customers are getting a much better experience, a lot faster responses to their questions. AI does not moan or whinge. It is there 24/7, 365, ready to help. And thanks to, you know, the companies behind the AI models, they're tuned and trained to help us as humans and not destroy us all, at least not yet anyway. And then reducing human error. Obviously, as humans, we do make mistakes. I know that already the AI technologies that have the ability to look and understand images have now exceeded the ability of like some doctors to check over x-rays to find problems. It's got better at doing that than a human. So there's some great purposes for AI that are going to be you know, prevalent as time goes on. And then it makes us all an awful lot more productive. I'm sure any of you, if you've been using AI for content generation over the last year or so, have seen, you know, the benefits and how quickly that you can put things together now. And the other good thing as well is that it can adapt to people. It can adapt to what they need and want. So it's very, very personalized. And now there is an extreme sense of urgency among companies to hurry up and start using AI in their businesses. And this was a survey by Cisco, who I'm sure many of you have heard of. Cisco is a massive networking company. They did an AI readiness report, huge report. I think it was across over 8,500 companies. And 97% of those companies said the urgency to deploy AI-powered tech in their businesses has increased. So it's a big deal for companies. They know they've got to hurry up and do this, because if they don't, this is what's going to happen. They're going to fall behind. And they know that they've got to do this within 1 year. So otherwise, all the other people, all the other businesses and companies that start bringing AI into their business before them, they're just going to start disappearing. They're going to get left behind. It's a very, very big deal for companies right now. And you are perfectly positioned to take advantage of this. So how can you profit? How can you personally profit from this kind of AI revolution that we have got going on here? Well, one of the quickest, easiest, and best ways is definitely with AI chatbots. And it's the whole reason I started FastBots is because I could see where this was going, and I could see that this was probably the best, quickest way to implement AI into a lot of companies' ways. And so let me just go through the main benefits of chatbots. For those of you that have joined who are a little bit new to all of this, I'll whiz through and just give you an overview of exactly what a chatbot can do. And of course, I'll be showing you what a chatbot can do very, very shortly too. I'll give you a proper demonstration of how we can get this stuff going. So what are they? A chatbot is basically just a computer program designed to simulate a human conversation. So when somebody types something in, it goes to the AI checks its information source and then writes back a response using its own kind of, algorithm, basically. And then they use natural language processing to understand and respond to people in a really sort of normal conversational manner. And actually, you've also got control over how they respond. You can have them respond like a pirate if you want to. You can literally do anything with them and get them to speak in a certain manner. So they're very, very clever. And then applications across industries, well, obviously they can help with customer service. That is huge. Probably the quickest, simplest, and easiest and most obvious way to use an AI chatbot is to help people out. But there are a ton of other innovative ways, some of which, I've seen my subscribers use to FastBots, and I never even thought about doing it. There's some amazing, clever ways that people are using chatbots. And then for website questions and also even for content generation as well, because if you've got a chatbot that's fully trained on just your business and isn't interested in anything else outside of that, it's a complete pro and expert on just your business, then it enables that to create some good content for you as well. So what are the main benefits of AI? 24/7 customer service. Chatbots operate round the clock. They're going to give customer support even when your staff are not available. So there's a lot of, for example, e-commerce stores that are just going to love this AI chatbot ability. They're going to be able to help customers out day and night. They're going to be able to recommend products to them at 3 a.m. And that has not been there before. The basic ability to create a chatbot has been there before, where, if customer says this, you say that, but it's very rigid, very fixed. There's nothing going on in the way of thinking for itself like there is now. It really is just a set of instructions, an almost flow chart that you have to create. So creating chatbots was a real pain before now, but this has just upped the game really, really well. So they can handle multiple inquiries at once as well. If there's 500 people using a website and they all want an answer to something now, it doesn't matter to the chatbot. As long as you've got a good platform that it's built on, it can handle multiple chats at once with no stress at all. So this can really increase the revenues for a lot of people. Then they're also very, very accurate in their responses. There's obviously talk, or certainly has been over the last year as we've watched all these GPTs get better and better, about what's known as hallucinations, which is where they kind of make stuff up out the blue. That's been trimmed down hugely, but with our AI chatbots, it's virtually non-existent because we're working off the data that you gave it. So unless you gave it something silly, then it shouldn't say anything silly. It's really as simple as that. Then improved customer engagement. I mean, chatbots are really good because they are engaging with the person when they're on your website. If you're using one on your front end website, what does it do? Well, it keeps people on your website, which is also very good for SEO, by the way, as a separate little side too. But they can, provide recommendations for things. They can guide people to different parts of the website. They can literally put a product in front of them with a link to go and buy it. If any of you have seen any of my YouTube videos, things like recommending wine and recommending a certain product on an e-commerce store, they are fantastic for that. Really, really useful. And so they can generate you more money as well. And that is perhaps the key to being able to sell chatbots, is the fact that you can save companies time and make them more money. So let's go and see one in action right now. And I suppose the quickest and easiest way for me to do that is probably just to go straight to FastBots, and we can just show you real quickly now. So if I just share my screen and we'll go to here, there we go. Hopefully you can all see FastBots in front of you right now, guys. There we are. So down the bottom right, there is our little chatbot. Somebody comes to our website, they've got questions, they want to know about stuff, And there it is. There's our chatbot ready to go and help them out. And then, I mean, let's just ask it a simple question. Can I see my chat history? And then off it goes. And yes, securely store your chat history. You can access all chat interactions in the history section of your chatbot control panel. And then it goes on to say some other really useful stuff. If you're not already a trial user, would you be interested in signing up to explore our features? So now what we're doing is we're engaging the user. We're not just, you know, saying that is your answer, the end. We've instructed the chatbot to start, you know, engaging with the person, get them to ask questions, get a response, and keep them on the website, and then hopefully guide them to a purchase if that's the mission. So that's how it works. Obviously, it works on mobile and everything as well. And then from our point of view, the back end, which is just here, there we go. We can now go to FastBots. We can have a look at our chat history. And then there it is. We can see right here where someone else has just done exactly what I did and typed in, can I see my chat history, which is crazy. And there we are. And then it's given its response. So we can tweak things as well. We've got the ability there to go to tune the AI. We can choose all these different language models. ChatGPT-4 Turbo is the most intelligent at this time. And then we've got GPT-4, which was the previous one. However, you know, some people say that that is still better than Turbo, but according to OpenAI, this is the most efficient and best model. And then we've also got Claude as well, which is by a company called Anthropic. And Google have invested billions in them, so have Amazon. So they're a big deal in LLM. And their version, their best version is 2.1 there. So that's how a chatbot works. And you can see all of these conversations that have been going on. Now imagine if I'd have had to have paid out for a support staff member to be answering all of these questions. You know, that is a lot of information. And this is only from like today. So you can imagine if we go, you know, back to say January or whatever, there's just going to be tons and tons and tons and tons. Now, if you can go and find a company that has a busy website that, you know, gets all these kind of questions, and you can tell them you don't have to do that anymore because we can make an AI chatbot that's going to do it for you. What do you think they're going to say? They are going to love you forever because you're going to take all of this off of their team and you're going to do a good job of it as well. So, I mean, just looking at all these messages here, let's just have a little look here. Okay, oh, it's fine. I'm just going to look at some random ones. This is from a customer. I recently upgraded to the business plan on your pricing site, blah, blah, blah. And then it tells you all the answer there as well. And look at the length of these replies. You know, they're not short little sort of fob you off replies, which sometimes, as we all know, you know, human beings will do that. We don't always get the best experience when we're working with live chat operators. Do you agree, guys? Let me know in chat. The amount of times I've spent talking to somebody, you know, when I'm on to my bank or something like that, and the responses are just one-liners, or you can tell they've just literally copied and pasted it and put it in. There's no real thought goes into the answer or effort. And ultimately, yeah, this is what it can do. Let me just have a little look at chat here. Russ, hopefully you can hear me by now. I can see is Jason talking. Nothing on audio. Can everyone just let me know in chat right now if you can hear me and everything's okay? I don't think we've had anybody message in here to say that we cannot. So we should be all good. We can hear. Let's have a little look, but there's a little bit of static noise. Okay, I'm getting lots of thumbs up. That's the easiest way to do it, isn't it? Yeah, use the little emojis. Brilliant, thanks guys. So if you're having problems, maybe turn up your speakers, maybe log in, log out, and that will solve the problem. But yeah, basically there is sound and everyone can hear, apart from a few. So here's the opportunity. Now, obviously with a chatbot, only occasionally, and perhaps more so with me, and more so with FastBots, you're going to get the odd question, the odd silly question, the odd tester. like this one here. Who is Elon Musk? Is that anything to do with my business? Is it going to help me sell anybody? No. So what do we do with that? We have tuned the chatbots to not answer those kind of questions that do not relate to the platform. And so, you know, a common sort of concern by somebody who's interested in having a chatbot from you, you know, will be, yeah, but what about if people misuse it and it just wastes all my chats? Well, you can see what happens. We shut them down, and when we shut them down, they get bored and then they go away. And that's really how it works. So there's no issue with any of that. And ultimately, you are able to save people a ton of time. The good thing is as well, we also speak multiple languages with the AI. So we've got a ton of questions here. I don't know what languages it is. I think it may be Hebrew. And people will, you know, be able to communicate with your chatbots as well. Now, depending on who you were to sell a chatbot to, that could be extremely useful, having that multilingual capability. So very, very useful. So there's a quick demo then of the chatbot. You can see what it does. You can see the massive benefit that there would be to any business that has people coming to their site with questions. And that's just one niche, really. So the opportunity is huge. It's absolutely massive, gargantuan, basically. And here's just a few of the niches that I have seen and really feel that are very good niches for this business. Hotels, without a doubt. Now, I've been in this industry more perhaps in the Airbnb industry. I used to run several Airbnbs in my local area. It was my full-time thing, in fact, at one point. And before COVID, probably about 3 years, about 4 years ago now, maybe something like that. And I had lots of apartments, and I would have loved to have had access to an AI chatbot to answer all of those guest questions. So it's really, really good for that. Now, it can help any hotel, guest house, B&B, you know, vacation resort, whatever, who have a lot of people staying who have questions. And believe me, they will have questions. What's the Wi-Fi password? How do I turn on the heating? You know, what time is checkout? All of those annoying questions can now be handled by AI for, you know, all these different properties. And then it can help give them really good answers. It basically can give personalized recommendations as well. So if you've got, you know, somebody who says, well, where can I go for dinner in the town? And then the AI can be programmed to say, to ask them, what do they like? And then the person can respond with, you know, hey, I'm really into Chinese food. Can you recommend any good Chinese restaurants? And then the AI will do that for you. So really, really good value add for any accommodation provider. And it saves the reception team from all of those calls. And the better the hotel or accommodation provider promotes that chatbot to their guests, i.e. with a little QR code in the room, questions, scan here, bang, up comes the fully trained chatbot on that hotel and nothing else. Can you imagine the time saving for the reception staff for a busy hotel? The opportunity here, honestly, it is crazy. I mean, there's more than 700,000 resorts and hotels around the globe. This is only the big stuff. We're not talking about the little ones, the little bed and breakfast, the little guest houses, and the Airbnbs, of course. So I don't know how many Airbnbs there are now, but there must be, you know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands globally, without a doubt. So this is a really, really good niche for you. Another good niche is the education industry. You know, you've got colleges, schools, universities, language schools, even ski schools. There's so many different independent schools as well. And it can do so much for them. We've got some great clients, and, you know, hopefully we're going to have some more signing up. We've got some big state universities in the USA that we're dealing with at the moment. It's a little more complicated to sell a chatbot to a big institution like that. They usually want to know everything about everything in terms of security and data and all of that. But one of the things that we'll be doing with our FastBots agency is to help you through that stuff so that you don't get all flustered when they start asking for this. And then you can, get these great clients. So one of the reasons I really love it for this particular niche is the fact that it can help students and with all of their questions. But what usually happens in a big, say, university is people are not all just from one country. They're from all over the world, and they may struggle with the language. So being able to ask the chatbot in their own language for help and guidance to where's this, where's that, what time should I do this, all of that is going to be right there and there on their phone effectively, with the chatbot that's able to speak in their language. So multilingual 365, 24/7 help for students. And that's just one way it can be used. It can also be used for onboarding staff and a multiple of other different things. So can everybody let me know in chat, can you see the benefit of these niches here, how AI chatbots can really help them? Just let me know in chat, or just put a thumb up, whatever you'd love to do. Brilliant. Yeah, you can. And that's right. It's nuts. And I'll tell you now, you go to so many different hotel websites and things and colleges out there, and you look and they haven't got one. They haven't got a chatbot, but they probably will in a year. So you've got to hurry up. You need to get in there and you need to get on that site. It's like a gold rush, honestly. Here's another thing. I mean, another stat for you. This is just in the UK. There's 32,000 schools. I don't even know how many there would be in the US, for example, or other parts of the world. But there is a lot of potential here for schools. And I mean, you can have a chatbot for parents, for example. It gives them all the information about, that they need to know for their child. You can give a front-facing one for people who are interested in joining the school. There's not an opportunity here for just one chatbot for one school. There's multiple chatbot opportunities here, and you can charge monthly for all of them. Events. This is another really good niche because it's a niche that involves thousands of people usually, and they all have questions. I think, conferences, seminars, exhibitions is a really good one. How do I get to stand E5? What stand is X, Y, and Z company on today? What time is the show that I wanted to watch all about business? All of that, you can really, really help with that. So what you're offering to the event owners is the ability to give their attendees more and help them get more out of the event. And what does that do? It makes the event a success, and then people want to return. So that you're not just offering an AI chatbot here, you're offering the event the chance to make it very successful. And again, events are usually attended by all kinds of people. In many cases, if it's conferences and things, people fly in from all over the world sometimes. So they're usually, multilingual, multinational people, and having that ability to speak in all those languages with your chatbot is going to be a real time saver and a great help. And then it will also reduce incoming questions to event staff, which can then be freed up to do more useful things. So it just makes the whole thing more efficient. And then how many is there? Well, I just looked for some statistics here just to take a little look at this. I mean, this is just 800 music festivals in the United States alone. That is just one type of event in one country. I wouldn't even want to guess how many events there are that could benefit from having an AI chatbot around the world each year. But I would imagine it's an awful lot. And usually these events make a lot of money, which means if you can demonstrate how your chatbot will help them and help their attendees have a great time, then they're going to be willing to pay for that service and have a company manage their chatbot. Because here's another thing that you might be concerned about or thinking, well, why don't they just go and get one themselves? I'll tell you why. For the same reason they don't build a website themselves either. They don't want to. It's not their business. It's complicated, and they're not an expert in that at all. They're an expert in what they do, and they're happy to pay someone else to deal with those things. And that someone else could be you when it comes to chatbots. Coaches and consultants. Well, again, there are a fair few of them around the world. And you know what usually happens with coaches and consultants is people pay for their time. And if they're like an online course seller, or, you know, one of these influencers or something with training programs and everything, people have always got questions about the content. And by training that chatbot up on all of their knowledge and all of their previous courses and training material, you can create like a clone of the trainer, the influencer, that can help offload some of their constant emails and questions. So from the point of view of an expert and a coach, of which there are many, again, you can give them another income stream. This can be used as like a bonus as part of their training program. It can be put behind a paywall, so only people who are members of a training program get access to the chatbot, because we're able to embed it into a web page and not just have it as a pop-up on a website. We can hide it, if you will, and only make it accessible to certain people. And so it's like on-demand knowledge from that expert that they can sell this facility to people. Really, really useful. And again, it saves them from answering those same questions again and again. And here's another little stat that I noticed. There's an estimated 109,200 certified coaches worldwide. And I think there's probably more than that in total, let's be honest, especially when we're going to start including like online experts and, you know, people like that. So can everyone see that that is a good niche as well? Give me a thumb up if you can see that that could be pretty big and pretty useful for a lot of people. Brilliant. Yep, loads and loads of thumbs coming in. I'm just going to have a quick drink. All right, what's next? Well, this is really my thoughts on it. And I would imagine it's probably yours too. It's all about making hay while the sun shines here, because the opportunity is now. As I say, this is really, really early. Now, I know that, you know, AI and AI chatbots is not brand new, but it is for most people. And if you speak to people, you would probably find, you know, friends, colleagues, some of them have not even heard of ChatGPT yet. So they may have seen about artificial intelligence on the news and things, but they don't really know what it does, where it's being used, how useful it is, or any of that at the moment. But as you've seen, companies who are interested in growing and becoming more efficient, they have heard of it, and they know that they've got to start implementing it. And it can be your position, your job, if you will, to start implementing this for them with the AI chatbots. So wow, lots of questions coming in here, lots of questions, but I will try and go through them all at the end. So like I say, stick around. We're going to go through lots of questions that are coming through. I'll try and flag them all. And yeah, I need to just have a little look through them all. So how much should you charge? Now, this is a huge question that I get asked all the time, you know, and I do understand why it gets asked, because you need a rough starting point here, don't you? So let's talk about that right now. How much should you charge? Well, here's the thing. Every client is different, basically. You've got to look at how much money or time you're going to be saving them by implementing a chatbot for them. So for example, then, you know, would you charge maybe a lawyer who's probably earning hundreds of dollars per hour and going to save themselves a lot of time and effort by using an AI chatbot, maybe to help them draft letters or write content or research? Would you charge them the same as you would, you know, a tiny little laundromat business or something? No, you wouldn't, because it's a different value proposition to that person. So you don't have to, you know, charge everybody the same at all. it is really down to you and that person and that business as to what you should be charging. And as I say, you're either saving them time or money. And each one has a different value to each different type of company or institutional business. I mean, let's just take a university, for example. If you are, able to deflect hundreds of questions coming through by phone to the poor reception team, then is that saving that business a lot of money potentially in lost hours when those other staff could be doing something else? I'm not suggesting to replace people, but it can certainly free them up to do other useful tasks. So how much is that worth? How much is it worth to a uni to be able to do that? So that's what you have in your hands. You have the ability to give that to them. And then also, how busy is that chatbot going to be? We've got customers of FastBots that have literally, hundreds and hundreds of chats coming through per day. Very, very busy websites, e-commerce sites and things like that. So to them, it's obviously very valuable. Now, obviously they've decided to do it themselves. They're DIY people, but there's tons of millions of other customers who are not like that and just want you to sort it out and you to deal with everything and just make it happen. And that's how it's always been, even like I say, with websites too. So you've got to think about those factors when you are coming up with a price for your potential customer. Does that make sense, everybody? Just let me know with a thumb up if you like. Just let me know if you can understand what I'm trying to say here. You don't have to go in with this one price. It really does depend who you deal with. Brilliant. All right, let's move on. So here's what you would do, though. I can tell you what the general thing is you're going to be charging them a setup fee. Why? Because you're going to put some work in the beginning. You are going to scan their website, pull in all of the links and everything else. I mean, I can show you a quick trip here. Let me just move over to, let's go to FastBots again in a second here. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We've added in this data here for our chatbot, but you're going to need to do this for each new customer. And in most cases, they will want their website pulling in, and that's really easy. You just put in their web address there, and then you'll just see all of the pages listed in a heartbeat, and then you can press save and they're in. But sometimes they're going to want to put in PDFs or Word documents, YouTube videos even, and you can drag and drop files in there as well. So you're going to need to kind of build that bot for them. And then you're going to need to just customize the chat window for them if they're going to be using this on their website. And, that could involve doing the colors and everything like this and changing the logo. So there is some setup work involved that you can charge for. But it isn't an awful lot of work for you. However, you can charge a setup fee. And then we've got the monthly or annual fee. Some businesses prefer to pay annually, quite a lot actually, generally the businesses. And then, so you can charge a monthly fee as well as your setup. And then for that money, for that monthly money, you are going to be looking after their chatbot. And so what that means is you can be looking at the chat history in the chatbot, and then you can be making sure that the AI is giving good answers. And if it's not, you may know how to correct it yourself, or you may be able to just liaise with the customer and just say, hey, this is one question we came in after using all of your information that you provided us. It hasn't provided a great answer because it's not there. Can you tell us what you would like us to say in future to that question? And we'll train the bot. And then it's really easy to do that. In fact, let me show you how you would do this. And this is where you kind of earn your money, as it were, is you'll come in here, like I say, maybe a question wasn't answered right. Then look at this. We can improve the chatbot just by putting in the question and then putting in the best answer that you'd like to see. And it will not always use these, verbatim, but it will use them as the crux of the message, and it will be much better. So that's what you can do, is you can have a look at all those chats coming in and improve that chatbot for them. And obviously the better job that you do for them, then the happier they're going to be, and then the more they're going to want to stay with you and, you know, not want to go. Hey, so all right, let me just get that back up there a second, guys. There we are. Okay, so that's what you can do for your monthly fee, because I think, you know, most people think, well, okay, if the AI is doing it all, then, you know, what do I actually need to do to charge them per month for? Well, that's basically it there. So let's just whiz through these slides a second. Let's get through these. And you can also send them reports each month as well. So with all of those chat conversations, each chat can be sent through to the person, the business owner, automatically, and they'll be unbranded. So, you know, they don't really get anything with FastBots on at all. That's very, very important. We don't want to, you know, suddenly put you in a difficult situation of, oh, who's FastBots? So all of that's white labeled, or you can just send them a white labeled report once a month as part of, you know, your service. We've also got the ability to send through leads as well, straight to the company. And again, leads are very valuable to a business. If you can say to them, well, look, our chatbot will collect leads and then just email them straight through, again, no mention of our company at all, then that's another value added thing. And you'll find that the retention of your customers is very good because you're providing a really useful service. Very, very useful. So here's an example. Can everyone see this chart? Let me know in with a little thumb up. Now, this is a really, really low example. I've come in here. I'm not, you know, one of these gurus who likes to tell you you're all going to be millionaires by next month just because of this. I'm not into that at all. I'm very straight talking, and I'm just going to give you like a worst case scenario here. Okay, so here what I've done is I've put in an example whereby you would be selling one chatbot per week. So that's not very much, as I'm sure you'll agree, but it's totally and utterly doable. And so if we were to just charge $400, which, as I say, I mean, this will depend wildly on the complexity of the customer, like how many documents they have that need uploading and everything. But I've just gone in low. I've gone in low with everything here. And I've said, look, we'll charge $400 for a setup, which I've done myself outside of FastBots as well. And then if we did 4 of those, then that would be like $1,600 in the month. And then if you then charged $150 per month per chatbot, which again is on the low side, if you get the right customers, you can be charging an awful lot more than that. But I've gone in really on the side of caution here. Then, you know, you are looking at $600. And then this just goes on. If we were to repeat this cycle, and I would hope actually that probably by around March, you would be getting a little bit better at selling the chatbots. You'd have more customers already that you can use for testimonials and referrals. And then this number should actually rise as the year goes on. But I've really gone on the side of caution here and gone on a low amount. But with that, you know, you're looking at, say, $19,200 in setup fees, and then $33,000 as a total there from the monthly recurring, which gives you $52,200 a year. But the best part is, and perhaps the most important part here, is this one. You know, it's this monthly figure that you're going to be receiving, or here is $7,200 from the first year of only selling one bot per week. You're going to be on $7,200 a month at this low price of $150, and then obviously receiving the initial setup fees as well. So that gives you, I'm just giving you some kind of an idea of an example earning scenario here with chatbots, because I know a lot of people really do want to try and get their head around this. So there's that. Now, what have we got for you then? Let me just get these slides up here. So how can you get involved? That's what a lot of you are here for. You're here basically to find out, how you can get started and how you can profit from this. Well, we've launched our white label chatbot agency finally, and this is how it works, and this is exactly what you get with it. So basically, we are going to be giving you a full-featured agency account with FastBots that gives you 30 chatbots and 30,000 messages per month. So a big starting point that allows you to do a lot of demonstration bots and give you all the messages that you would probably need in the beginning. And then you can scale from there. You can add more chatbots and you can add more messages if you get busy clients. And don't forget, it's up to you what you charge your clients. So, if you've got somebody who's using loads of messages a month, that's fine. You can charge them loads more money for it, and you can buy the messages in blocks of 1,000 from us. There's no problem. It's a totally scalable account, but it gives you all of the features that FastBots has to the highest level. You get 25,000 characters of storage per bot. Now, that is a lot. That's the most that we offer at the moment on any plan. I mean, if we just take that, if we just do 25,000, let me have a look here, character counter. I'm just going to see roughly how many that is. So it's 25 million, in fact. Let's have a look. 25, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're looking at, with that amount of characters, 250. Yeah, about 1,538 pages of content. So a lot of data can be used to train each chatbot. And that's for every single one of those 30. And then all of them are white labeled. Now, you will have noticed on FastBots itself that obviously it has powered by FastBots on, but with the white label, we remove that. We have the ability to remove that. And then fully scalable, as I said, to go and add more bots and messages. But so that's what you're getting as your platform. Next up, the things that we're going to be rolling out to you over the next few weeks for those of you that decide to join. There is going to be a limited amount that we wanted to take on in the first cohort, if you like. We don't want hundreds of people joining, if I'm honest with you, because we want to work very closely with the first people who come in to roll out all of this stuff that I'm going to show you now, make sure they're successful, then get testimonials, and then we won't be opening again for quite some time. So this is kind of a fairly limited thing for the first few people that are coming in here. We're going to give you over the next few weeks, we're going to start filling up an agency training area with all of this stuff, a full set of customizable ads, probably multiple sets of different ads for every different ad size. And they're all going to be built in Canva so that you can go in and quickly rebrand them to your own brand with your own logo. And there's zero mention of FastBots anywhere. And they've all been designed and proven to work to generate traffic. So great for social media ads, any of that stuff, retargeting ads, anything that you want to do in terms of promoting your business. But where are you going to send everybody? Well, that is where we have something very, very special for you. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But the next thing that I'm going to give to you as well is some chatbot brochures that have all been professionally designed. Let's just move that. My little webinar's gone a little bit cuckoo there for a moment. Hang on, let's have a look. There we go. Yeah, branded brochures. So again, built in Canva. We're trying to build everything in Canva because it makes it so much easier to rebrand. I don't know if anybody uses Canva. If you do, then just put your little thumb up. But it's so good. We give you a template. You then import it into your account. You press a button, and then suddenly the entire thing is recolorized and rebranded with your fonts, everything. So that's why we're going to be building everything in Canva in terms of the marketing material that we're going to be giving you. And yeah, we're going to help you stand out from all of your competitors. We're going to help you close more deals because you're going to look the best. You are going to look the most professional person. And yeah, sorry, getting back to the thing when I said to you, we've got all these ads. Where are you going to send them to? Where are you going to send people to? Well, we've built you a full funnel. And I'm going to show you that right now because this is quite something. This has taken quite a long time, and I think you're going to really like it. So let me just head over to this window here. Here we go. There we are. So now I am at the back end of the funnel. One of the benefits of working with FastBots is that we also own fastfunnels.com, which means that I'm in a position to give you a lot of help when it comes to actually creating the funnels that are going to help you sell these chatbots. So I've had my team put together a really, really nice funnel for you that you can rebrand totally as your own, and you can change all of the content. However, all of this has been done and copywritten for you. So you have got a website and funnel ready to go for yourself. So if I just scroll down here, you can see we've got all these sections describing all of the benefits of chatbots, team integration, expert advisors. We've got hotels and Airbnb owners, everything here to literally send people to, even a demo bot right here in the page. And then down the bottom, the call to action. And what happens? They click book a demo, up comes your calendar, hooked up to your Google Calendar, and you've got full control over this. And then they can go ahead and fill out their details and book a time with you for a demo. And that gives you inbound leads and then people that you can just sell these bots to. So this is going to save you so much time. But we didn't stop with, literally just this one page here. So if I'm going to the back end right now of the funnel that you will get on this platform, and then we'll go and take a look at all the other pages we've been building too. So here's the funnel. And then we've also got landing pages that you can send people to for every niche here. And we're adding to them. So you've got one here for hotels. As you can see here, look, exceptional guest service, simple process to implement AI chatbots into your accommodation business. It's all here and all done. And then another one here we've got is the colleges. So let's go and take a little look at the colleges. If we go to pages, and we'll take a quick preview of that page. There you go. So you're in communication with any kind of educational place. You can send them to this in your chats. Here you go. And then they can go ahead and then book a demo right here. And then before you know it, your calendar is going to be full up with people all waiting to have a demo of the chatbot. And we're going to be also showing you exactly how to do those demos so that they convert into clients and make you money. So that's part of the funnel. We can see we've also got lawyers. We've got page for Airbnb owners, events, coaches. All of these are individual landing pages. And then also when people have booked, they'll be sent to another page as well, which just says thanks very much and everything else. Here you go. There you go, call booked. And then the other thing that you'll want to do is to take payment from these people. And how are you going to do that? Well, we've built you a checkout funnel. So just here, you're able to go and send people to this page. Let me just get that up now. Subscribe. There we go. We've got a full featured checkout system here that, again, you have full control over. You will be able to change this logo, change the color scheme, everything that you want, and then send people to this to sign up to your chatbot. You've got total control over the price. As you can see, we've put in here, setup costs $500, and then a custom chatbot, $149 a month. This was just an example here. And then when they complete this order, they'll pay the first month and then the one-time fee. And then thereafter, the software will just take the money every month via Stripe. And you can set all of that up in the back end of your funnel right here. So here's your store. You'll just connect your payment processor and you're good. You now have your own subscription software system that's going to bill them every month. And you'll be able to see beautiful reports of all of the sales in your dashboard. You'll be able to see all of your orders as they've come in, and you'll be able to watch your subscription revenue rise and see your monthly recurring revenue right here. So there's a lot of control there. And you also have a full CRM system right here. So all of your contacts will be coming into here. All of your sales will be coming in here, all your buyers. And you'll also be able to email them all. You've got a full email system built in here so that you can market to those leads that you'll be getting, and then also communicate with your customers all through here. And incidentally, all of this will be on your own domain name. So fully branded and in your own domain name. And if you want to change, for example, like the color scheme, you can see here right now, we've got the kind of orange color. You can, literally just change it around to a different color like this in seconds to differentiate yourself and match your brand. So I hope you like that. That looks pretty cool in that color, actually. I like that color. So that's how the system works. You're getting all of this as part of the agency, which is going to save you a fortune in setup costs of getting somebody to build all this stuff for you, but also in time. So a lot of time saved. Imagine having all of these landing pages done with all the copy ready and everything. And then further down the line, in preparation for that, we also have a lead magnet funnel here as well. And you're going to be able to see all the statistics of the number of people who have downloaded your lead magnet. We are rolling out over the next few months lead magnets for every single niche, not just the ones that I've shown you, but more niches as well. So a lot more niches. For example, churches. I think churches are made for this. There's so many big churches. They have a lot of people go to them. They have a lot of information that they need to share, a lot of timely information. So I'm really liking the church niche, actually. I think that's great. So we'll be creating lead magnets for you, again, in Canva, that you can fully rebrand, and then it will be all connected up to your system so that somebody enters their name and email address, they get their lead magnet. Their lead magnet is branded for you, and it will be designed to do one thing: to get them to book a call with you, to do a demo, for you to then send them to the checkout and get them to subscribe. Is everyone liking this so far? Let me know with a little thumb up if this sounds good to you. Good. You can imagine why it's taken me quite a while to do this stuff, and I haven't even scratched the surface about what we're going to do. And then here's the other thing. When somebody actually signs up for one of your lead magnets and they're now a lead, what we want to do is we want to put them into an email sequence. So we're going to be adding a ton of automated emails right here. We've also got an abandoned checkout email sequence there as well. So if somebody goes to subscribe to one of your chatbots and then decides, oh, I'm not really sure about this, there's a sequence that's going to help bring them back to complete that process and get you those extra sales. But right here, we're going to be creating automations that will basically convert those leads into booking a call with you. So you're going to see a whole load of emails down here very shortly. And then, yeah, you're just going to have this machine, basically, a machine that is designed to fill your calendar and then get you those sales. So that's one of the things that we're giving you. And let's stop sharing that screen now. Here we go. Now let's see if we can get my my slides to play ball with me now. Here we go. Next thing will be the FastBots agency training program. So at the moment, we're going to give you the funnel. We're going to give you the full white labeled FastBots account. So you've got all of that. So it's going to take you a little while to customize the website. We are giving you training videos. All of this will be launched on Monday. So the training videos and the funnel will be issued to those people who join the agency on Monday. And then we will gradually be filling up that agency, this private login area for all of our FastBots agency people, with tons of killer stuff for you to market this business. And yeah, we're really, really excited. And then, as I say, you're going to be getting a full set of customized ads that will also be in there, built in Canva. And then we're going to give you a cold outreach kit. So you can get in touch with anybody with what we're going to be giving to you. So there's going to be all kinds of messages for DMs, scripts, emails, just about everything you can think of that you could need to be able to go and contact anybody confidently, without being salesy and cheesy and all of that horrible stuff. Just get them to book a demo with your chatbot. That's it. That's the goal of any outbound reach stuff that we're going to do. And we're going to give you all of that as well, as I say, rolling out over the next few weeks. It's going to be great. We've talked about the branded brochures as well. We're going to be doing them for every niche, not just one, for every niche. So anybody you want to target, you're going to have something really professional that you can give them. If they, don't want to book a demo now, great, give them a brochure, because in the brochure is another clickable link in PDF form. Will take them straight to that book a call page as well. As I said, lead magnets for every niche as well. So you're going to be able to attract new leads to your own custom website. And then we're going to allow you to brand those lead magnets too. And we're going to set up the automated follow-up email sequences to be able to get them on that call with you. And then we're going to do that for multiple niches. So that's the kind of offer, if you will. That's the FastBots agency. Who likes it so far? Let me know with a little thumb up. So the initial cohort is limited to 20 people, not kind of limited to 20 people to create blind panic and do some silly sales strategy. It's actually limited to 20 people because I want to work very closely with the first group of people to do this. It's very, very important to me that the first group do really well. As I say, we need testimonials. We want to make sure that everybody's kind of doing a very good job. They're getting the support and help they need when they launch their agency and their chatbot agency. And obviously, the more successful anybody who does this becomes, the better it is for our business as well, because we keep you as a client. And then also we get to sell you more chatbots as you scale up. So there's a vested interest in us making you succeed. So it's very, very important. And I think the best way to do that in the beginning is not to have loads and loads of people, because we won't be able to give you the attention and to help you be successful. So how do you get started, and what's involved? So first of all, it's just one annual payment for the agency account with everything that you have seen in this webinar of $2,990. You can sign up at fastbots.ai/agency. And then I'll also put this on the screen. I don't know if you can see this thing, but it kind of says it's pop up. It should pop up. It says join the agency now. And then you press the button, you can go to a website there and you can join. You're going to get that full agency account with 30 chatbots and 30,000 messages allowance straight away. You're going to get the chatbot agency funnel on Monday. We're going to get that over to you, or with all of the training videos, so that you can really get started with your business. And then we're going to obviously do all of that in the agency training area. We're going to give you priority support specifically over the next kind of month. But moreover, after that, we're going to be giving you more priority support as well, because we want you to succeed as our white label, chatbot agency people. It's very important to us. So that's how it's going to work. Now, from your point of view, what does that really involve? Well, actually, it's very, very small for you to be able to cover the costs of this. You actually only need to sell 2 single chatbots to be in profit from that. And how is that? Well, based on 2 setup fees, which I've said is quite low, $400, and then $300 a month for 2 chatbots, over the course of a year, wipes that initial cost to join out. Now, the idea is that you're going to be selling an awful lot more than 2, of course, as we've shown in the example sheet. You know, getting on for 50 would still net you over $50,000 a year. So it's not very unrealistic at all to say that 2 chatbots will cover the cost. That's just facts, really. Now, questions. Now, I've got some questions which I've been getting over the last kind of week or two, but I know that you guys have also got questions as well. So I'm going to be going through everything right here as fast as I can. So I'll go through these. I can see this question is coming up quite a lot in chat as well. What if I need more chatbots and messages? $10 for 1 chatbot per month, and $10 for 1,000 extra messages. So really, really low. And of course, that gives you a huge amount of scope to charge an awful lot more than that. I mean, if I'm charging you $10 for an extra chatbot and you're selling them for a minimum of 150 a month, you should be all right with that profit margin. So no problems there. Are there any tutorial videos on how to use the brand, use and brand the funnels? Yes, there will be. There'll be a lot of that. We're going to go to town on that, and it'll be rolling out on, like I say, Monday. There'll be videos in there ready for you to start going through and to start putting together your funnel and your website so you can start branding it, putting it on your domain name of choice. Could be the AI agency or whatever you want to call it, .com. You can put that onto there and you can get going with this. And then what are the costs after the first year? Well, they'll be the same from our point of view. You're not going to get billed for this again as such. So you're just going to keep your account. So it'll be the same price annually. And if you've obviously scaled in that time, then you'll just keep paying that subscription amount. So it's the same basically. And then how quickly can I get a return on my investment? Well, we've just shown you with a clear mathematical example that you only need 2 chatbots sold to be able to get, or be on track to get your money back. So very, very quickly is the answer to that question. And then how do I charge my clients? Well, you will be using the funnel that we provide you if you want to. You can also, actually with our funnel, you can also do bank transfers. You can do PayPal. It's actually connectable to quite a lot of different payment providers. I think there's about 15. So you can charge your clients in multiple different ways. The easiest way is with Stripe because that's got the subscription ability. So you literally just put in, you get a Stripe account, you put in your details, you press connect in the platform, and then that checkout that I showed you earlier is now linked to the store. And then that's it. You're off. You can start billing people every month. And then just down here, will we get updates to the training and platform? The training will be updated regularly. And we're also going to be doing one thing I didn't mention here, actually, is we're going to be doing some live webinars together. So the first 20 who sign up, we're going to be doing some lives together because I need feedback from you. I need to know if you're struggling with anything and what we can do to support you. So there's also going to be, a fair bit of interaction with the first 20 that come on board. And then updates wise, yeah, the platform is updating all the time. I don't know how many of you that are with us right now who actually use FastBots, but you'll probably realize that we roll out updates quite a lot. We updated, just for example, yesterday, didn't even tell anybody yet because we've been very busy, but the ability to change the language of the lead form. So a lot of people had their chatbots running in different languages. The lead form came up, but it was in English. So now we've given the ability for everybody to change the language of the lead form. And we're always doing updates and improvements. So to be clear, You know, I've seen, you know, sort of various gurus over the years who kind of jump on these fads and open up an AI agency and all of this stuff. Actually, it's kind of the other way around with me. I'm more of a software person. I love software, and I'm very much focused on the future of FastBots as a platform, and then helping people use it to get where they want to go, rather than, you know, just coming into this from a sort of quick AI in and out type thing, which a lot of people are out there, unfortunately. Question: I've never run an AI chatbot agency before. Will you teach me how to do this? You know, basically, and the answer is yes. You know, we're pretty good at selling chatbots ourselves. We've been doing very, very well. As I said, we've got over 6,000 users now, and it's growing, you know, every month. And you know, at the end of the day, the opportunity is I would say huge based on all of these different niches at the moment. And, you know, we're a tiny weeny drop in the ocean. So there's so much room for everybody to do really well with this. So now I'm going to go through loads of the questions that we've got coming through in chat and just have a quick drink. I can see 99 plus questions that have come through. I'm not sure I'll be able to do all of those, but let me just have a quick drink. Guys, so if you did want to sign up, as I say, we are turning off the checkout actually after 20 people, just closing down that page and putting it back to a, you know, kind of wait until the next one, which won't be for quite some time. So if you want to join, there should be like a little pop-up on your screen that says join the agency now. Click join, take you to a landing page, and let's go and see that right now. Actually, why don't we do that? And then you can just pay and join securely there. Let's have a look. Here we go. So you should be able to see it there. And then it goes through pretty much what I've said to you throughout this webinar. And then you can just go ahead and get started right there. Now, I will be emailing personally everybody who joins today to let you know that everything's okay. And then, as I say, we'll be in regular communication till Monday, and Monday will be rollout day when we start giving you all of these goodies. But we give you the FastBots account so that you can get started with that straight away. So let's just close that off a second. There we go. Questions. A lot of these have been answered throughout, but I'm going to try and read them all now. You can only get it purchasing a headset. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so Alex has asked about everything that comes with this agency. You can only get it by purchasing the one-time 2,990. Am I correct? Yes, you are. Yeah, obviously this is a ton of time, investment, materials, funnels, accounts, work. And I wouldn't want to do that, to be honest with you, and to give that away to someone who's going to be doing it for a month and then go, oh, do you know what? This is actually harder than I thought. I'm off. So no, I'm looking for committed people who want to do this properly and earn some really good money with it. At the moment, anyway, we won't be able to do anything more. So can fast funnels be redirected to my own website address? Says Heidi. Yes. As I say, Heidi, it is 100% going to be on your domain. It won't be mentioning fast funnels in the URL or FastBots. It will be 100% your brand. So that's no problem as well. Let me just take a look here. I also have an update. Do I have to update the bot whenever a client adds new content? Now, that's part of what you can be offering as your monthly, is to go and retrain the chatbot. However, we have a new feature which will go and automatically revisit all of the data and all of the website pages. And if they've changed, we're going to pull it in for you. And as you have the top account, which is the agency account, you will be able to do that on an hourly basis. So we'll literally go scouring around and it will do it all for you. But from the point of view of your client, they're going to think you're the best thing ever and working really hard. Next up, can it host sample bots? Yes, it can. That is no problem. You can use one of your 30 bots and then you can literally create the bot for that person and then you just send them a little URL. And I think I should show you how that's done, because this is something which is really, really useful. Let me just go to the window again. Here we go. So within the back end of any chatbot, once you've created it, and it really is very quick to create a chatbot. I could probably just give you a quick demo of that. Why don't I do that? Here you go. So I'm just gonna create a new chatbot. So this is what you would do if you want to create a demo for someone. Here's like a church website. Let's go to FastBots. I put in the URL of the church. I just click Let's Go, and then it will just go through all of the pages. Look at that. There's all the pages like that. Click Save, and now that chatbot is trained. It's that simple. So if we go to the links, you can see all of the pages that are right there. And then I could ask the chatbot a question. I might put it on a different one. Let's put it on GPT-4 Turbo. This is with no kind of custom work, as it were. I'm just going to use it. How can I donate? And let's just take a little look and see if it's got the data. There you go. You can donate to the World of Life Church in several ways. Bank transfer, there's the sort code, there's the account number, name, gift aid. Look at this stuff. So do you think this would be useful to a church to be able to give them this URL? Look at it. It's even given them the actual form to fill out for gift aid. Unbelievable. For more information on giving, you can visit the give page, and then it's just sending them straight to the correct URL right there for giving. Now, I don't know about you, but I think I could sell that to a church. That's easy, easy, easy. So how would I do it? Well, what I would do is I would get this URL right here, which, by the way, would be white labeled for you, because in our settings, just here, you're going to have this. You're going to have the ability to use your own domain name of choice. So there's one that I've kind of prepared earlier. You're going to have your own domain there. And then that will then, if I actually do that, if I select that now, if we go back to this part here, the embed share, now look, instead of having FastBots in the URL, we've got your URL there. So they won't know anything about us. And then we're able to go and share that URL with them through an email, a message, and say, hey, go check this out. It's a chatbot I've created for you, trained on your church. I think you're going to absolutely love it. Take a little go at it. And then if you like it, let's book a call. Okay, so they come along and just say, you know, how can I give? And then off the chatbot goes. And then, you know, in this case, you know, the pastor's blown away and he wants that chatbot because he can see how useful it would be. So this isn't hard. It's just about getting it done and putting in the effort, as it would be with any business. But the opportunity you have right here, you know, in my view, is just phenomenal. And there we are. So that's how you do a demo. Sorry, I kind of jumped off topic there. More questions. Let me just come out of here again. I hope everyone's doing okay, by the way. I don't know how many minutes we're in now. 1 hour and 18 minutes, I think we've been so far. We're doing pretty good. It's 18 minutes past 8 here in the UK. I know there's people all over the world at various stages. So I really appreciate you all being here, by the way. Let me just have a look at the Q&As. Wow, there's so many. Okay, Hamza said, this is a cohort sort of incubator for agency owners. Yes, that's correct. And then, yes, so Tim, hopefully that's just wiped out your worry about the embed still being branded as FastBots. So not anymore. And then the yearly sign up is a white label for chatbots, I suppose. Says Hamza, yes. Custom domain. I see this is in the agency plan. Is that for the website? So Max, the custom domain will be used, as I've shown you, through the actual chatbot itself. And then your website is a separate entity to your FastBots account. So the two of them are different. Anyway, Jose has said, any way to move the current plan to agency? Yes, there is, Jose. So maybe just drop an email to, let me just put in, yeah, let's put it in chat. Any questions that we don't get answered here, any concerns or anything that you want to say? I don't know if I can do a new chat here. How do I do this? Let me have a look. There's so many things coming through here. Well, you can drop me a message to support@fastbots.ai if there's anything that you don't get answered here, because honestly, I am going to be here a while if I go through all of these. Is there a way for the chatbot to answer the question fully before sending to the person, so it doesn't look like it's ChatGPT answering? Do you know what? Eric has asked that question. Actually, what we found, we did do that. We did it whereby we provided a more or less chunk of instant. We said 3 little dots, then chunk, here's your answer. And people complained. They said they wanted it typed out. So they preferred it that way. So there we are. Good question here, 25 million characters per bot. Ezgi, I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. That is per bot. So yeah, there's a lot of data that can be stored in the agency plan here. How will you help agencies? If my clients have questions, will one of you answer my clients' questions? Good question, Uzi. Again, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. No, what will happen is you will deal with your clients. However, if you need support, then you can come to us in the usual way. So you'll be able to submit a request to us. As you're an agency person, you'll be a priority. So we'll be looking to answer you as quickly as we can, because we know that you're going to want to get back to your customer. So that's how it will work. Are the pre-made templates of the bots? Great question, Ron. So we will be giving you a wide variety of the templates, I guess you could call them, which is where in the Tune AI you're able to say what the bot does and what it should do. So within your agency training area, we're going to be giving you some great templates that you can just copy and paste in, put in the your customers' details, you know, their email address, their number, and so on. So the bot knows how to handle things best for that particular niche. So yes, let's have a look. What is the character token considered as a message video test? Video to text. Gosh, it looks like you guys are all talking amongst yourselves in the Q&A, so it's hard. Welcome aboard, Russ. Really appreciate you coming on. You are right, it is going to be amazing. We are going to crack on with this. So really looking forward to that. Bobby, yes, I will send out this whole webinar to everybody who registered. Not to those who didn't, only those who did, because it's not fair, really. You guys have shown a good interest. So I will be making sure that you are the ones who get the chance to come in. Yeah, you can do it globally. User can access white label backend. Great question, Arturo. So the answer to that is no. We don't want at this point your customers to be able to come onto our platform, because it's going to take a huge amount of work to fully white label our platform. So this is why we've kind of separated it. And also, it's taken away your job, actually. By having the platform and giving your customers access to the platform, they're going to feel like, well, what do I need you for anymore? So this is the point. You're kind of offering a managed service. It's like you're a magician and you're making this chatbot do a great job, and they pay you every month for it. If you're going to start giving them access to the software so they can go in and tweak the settings themselves, choose different language models, now you're not an agency, you're a platform, and platforms get less money. And the thing is, to be a successful platform is hard work, takes tons of time and investment, and it's a lot harder than getting yourself, you know, 50, 100 customers who are all paying you handsomely every month, which is why you need to think about The difference is there really. Being a platform, or are you going to be an agency? Now, what you will be able to do is you will be able to have your customers log in to your funnel, and you can create an area there for them where they can log in. They can see all of their invoices, or how much they're being billed every month, you know, dates, re-get it all. They can have some control. So you will have an area where your customers can log in if you want to have that. And again, as we're working with the first 20 people who do this, these are all things that we can iron out and we can, you know, make happen. Here we go. Is the website, can it also be changed RTL? So I presume there that you mean right to left, and I'm very pleased to say, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, I didn't tell you as well that also the actual agency website has also got an AI text generator in it as well. So a little bonus, because I am going to be looking after you guys. Let me just go to here. So here's your agency website. And let's just say that I'm going to zoom in here. Let me just try and zoom in a little bit. There you go. Let's just say that you don't particularly like this, the way that it's been stated right here. Well, we can just go to our AI generator and we can say improve, expand, shorten, or generate text. So if I just press improve, there you go. It's just changed all of that text there so that it's now different to every other white label site that there is. So you have got an inbuilt AI text generator as part of your funnel. Again, this bit of text here is really good, but what about if you want to go and expand it? Well, you can let the AI take care of that for you by pressing expand, and then it will just have a think about it and then churn out even more text for you. So look at that. It's just added it all in and that's done. And then if you want to undo it, you can press undo. So yeah, you're also getting an AI text generator built into your funnel. So basically, I couldn't do more really to kind of help you here. That's pretty much it. Now let's just take a little quick look here. How are you going to handle the intense scaling that is about to happen? Great question, Chris. That all comes down to how we've built the platform, which is, you know, not bolted together, thankfully. We've prepared very much so that all of the systems that we use and all of the servers, the hosting and everything else is scalable. Everything's scalable. So we have to be able to grow, and we're growing very fast as it is. So yeah, we're ready for it. And, you know, we're really, really keen to grow over the long term. Jason, you mentioned, are you going to do something for e-commerce? Absolutely. I am a big fan of the e-commerce niche. We will be doing landing pages dedicated for that. I reckon we're probably going to be looking at about 20 landing pages and 20 lead magnets by the time we're done, at least. So yeah, it's going to be rolled out. You can imagine it's going to take a long time, a lot of time and effort to produce. We want to do everything of the highest quality, but it all starts Monday. It's coming out. Customized languages for the front end. Arturo, yes, absolutely. Another great question. Your funnel is multilingual. So you can even use the text generator I showed you in your own language. All of the checkout can be in your own language, everything. So you are going to get a really good front end system to sell. And by the way, it's the very same one that we use for FastBots.ai if you were to go there. So we've put our money where our mouth is, as it were. Okay, should be the YouTube video. Let's have a look here. Hamza, thank you very much, by the way, for all of your question answering there. It's really appreciated. That's great. Iran, will your checkout panel work in every territory? Yeah, I believe so. We've got customers all around the world with fast funnels. No problems there at all. So it looks like everybody's in now. I think they will offer us. Yeah, that's fine. Great. So has anybody got any other questions that you would like me to go through? I have got about 218 questions coming through. So, oh, Ray, that's annoying for you. The pricing chart didn't show up at all. So I think that was probably when we were talking back about this slide here. So hopefully you can see that. Hopefully that's come up for you now. There you go. Well done. Yeah, Hamza. Yeah, you're right, Hamza. Maybe I should hire you to do question answering. Heather asks, can you train FastBots to integrate with smart home features? Wow. Via Zapier to work with things like Matter over Thread. I don't know is the honest answer. I've never tried it, but FastBots is on Zapier. So important to note, you have also got the ability to connect chatbots up to all kinds of systems that companies that you may come across will be using. So you can literally send a prompt to the chatbot will give the answer and then send it back to that company's CRM platform, whatever you want. Facebook Messenger, you name it, email, everything. So you can do a lot more with these chatbots than just literally answer questions for all of these companies. But what I say is, if you're going to get really good money for those, if you're going to be able to charge a lot of money for that ability, then great, do it. It's going to be worth more, sort of $300-500 a month, really, for those kind of chatbots. But to keep things simple, there are a ton of customers out there who just need something to answer all their questions on their website. And I mean millions. So you may as well start with the low-hanging fruit, in my opinion. What link does it have people go to when silly questions are asked? Yeah, great question, Garrett. So I think I showed at one point in this, if somebody asked something silly, like somebody asked, like, who is Elon Musk in our chatbot, we can basically have it reply with the same answer. And that answer can be, sorry, we're unable to help with that question as it's outside of, our company information or whatever. If you do need some other help, please email and then give the address or phone number or a link to a contact form. So there's lots of things you can do, but it doesn't happen as often as you think. Okay. Yeah. Francisco, I think I answered that question earlier about clients logging themselves in on the white label site. We don't want them to have any access to the chatbot. That is not this model, really. You're not a platform. You don't want to be a platform. Trust me, it takes a lot of effort, team, money, a lot of money. This is the best way to do it. Okay, what have we got here? White label is possible. Does it connect with WhatsApp? Says Mick. Mick, that is a top priority for us, and it is coming in the next few weeks. So WhatsApp is high up the list, really, really high. So that's cool. And then we've gone over how much you can charge, Corey. That's great. Let me just take a little look here. Multilingual chatbots. Yes, we do those. And also, okay, I hope I've pronounced your name right. I think it's Moxian. I hope so. If you offer a multilingual chatbot, is there a way for you as the chatbot creator or the client to be able to see a translated English version of that chat? That is actually a brilliant feature suggestion. No, there isn't. I myself, personally, when I want to see what someone said, I actually just copy the text and right click, and on my browser I've got a translate, and it will just translate that. But that is a really good idea, and I am now going to put that on a feature list roadmap that I've got, because I think that would be really quick and easy way, wouldn't it? If we are able to make sure that any report we send to a client has all of the text in a language they can understand, it would be a lot more useful. So yeah, that is a brilliant feature request, and that's what we love to hear here. So new questions. Is there some type of regional exclusivity to market the product, or would all the agents be competing against each other? Well, that is a good question. But Uzi, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Uzi. Oh, okay, helping Joel. So no, there is no exclusivity. Ultimately, we have 20 people that we're taking on here. I would say that's pretty exclusive when it comes to the number of potential customers in the world right now of multi-millions. So don't worry about that. But also remember, you're going to have your own brand. So you're your own brand. You can be a brand that specializes in one niche and make an absolute killing. You could just do churches, for example. You could just do hotels, or you can do all of them. But, you know, this is another thing, by the way, you will find it easier to go down to one niche than to try and do everybody at once. But you have the choice. So don't sort of worry about exclusivity and stuff like that. You have got a gigantic pond to fish from. You won't even see each other out there. More questions. Can I create my own chatbot for my site before joining the agency? Jafali has said, yes, you can. No problem at all. You can head right on over and open up a free account right now with FastBots, and you can start using a chatbot for yourself. And then as long as the 20 haven't gone, I haven't checked yet, but if the 20 hasn't gone, then you can go and join, come back to the page and join. So by the way, let me just make sure that you've got the URL to do that. There you go. It's fastbots.ai/agency. Eric, is it usually one chatbot per client, or would a client need multiple chatbots? For example, one chatbot answers multiple people at once, or would they need multiple chatbots to answer multiple people? No, one chatbot for one client will answer hundreds of people at once who are all asking it questions. So yeah, no problem there, Eric. But what is interesting though is, as I said earlier, is there will be clients who do need more than one chatbot. For example, we've got a company that uses a chatbot for onboarding new staff. And then we've got, they've also got one on the front end of their website that handles customer support and customer queries. So you'll often find that when you do a good job with one chatbot for the company, they want more. And that's great. We've got lawyers as well who use the chatbots purely for themselves, not even on the front end of anything, just to help them to write letters and emails. They've trained it with all of the legal documents, specializing in their legal niche. And now they're able to produce brilliant answers to inbound queries and deal with professional clients and everything else at warp speed compared to how it used to be for them. So yeah, there's all kinds of different niches. GDPR. What's the security measures? That is Amir. What's the security measures and GDPR, confidentiality, and so on? You can find that out on fastbots.ai and then click on FAQs. And at the bottom, there's full details of our compliance and our security. Arturo, when can memory sessions, when will that be available? Yeah, that will be available at some point soon. We've got to investigate the best way to do that. We're actually in the middle of speeding up the platform and making it even more efficient and quick by using the latest models from OpenAI for embedding, and also serverless technology for storing the data. So we're doing some cool stuff in the back end at the moment. Still got loads of people on the webinar. So I want to thank you so much for joining us and staying on the webinar for this time. Any last questions before we wrap things up? Daniel's asked, can you delete information from a chatbot and completely change the information entered? Because, for example, a business decided to change its business model. Yes, you can. You can delete a chatbot, create a new one. You can edit the existing chatbot. That's no problem at all. And also, we're introducing the ability to clone chatbots too. So that will be, it's quite a big job actually, because you have to literally recreate the data and store the data all over again in case one chatbot needs different data to the other slightly or changes the data. So we're doing cloning as well. Can you, Heidi, can I migrate my existing account to the agency plan? Absolutely. That's no problem. Just drop me an email to support@fastbots.ai and we'll figure out the best way to do that for you. No worries. Please, can you have multiple URLs? Hi, Emily. So what, can you elaborate on that question a little bit? What do you mean by that? Can you have multiple URLs? Max, when will the option be added that a real person can take over? Let's put that on the screen. Let me see if we can do that. There we go. So yeah, Max, definitely that is coming. That's another part of our feature releases that we're planning, is the ability for someone to say, can I speak to someone? And then it will go cross over to live chat. So that's most cases, most people won't need it, but some will, so we're adding it. Here we go. Another question here from John. I'm going to answer this one live as well. Let's put this up. There you go. So you can see the questions hopefully on your screen. Just give me a thumb up if you can see the question now that I've put up on the screen. I haven't done this before with this platform. It's pretty good, by the way. I got this from AppSumo. This is Sessions. I know I pitched it to quite a few of you guys who are in my ChatGPT group, but it is really good, isn't it? John, in setting up the appearance, could there be a separate avatar? Yes, you can have an avatar, one for the customer and one for the business showing my link in its place. I getcha. Yes, so at the moment, we have powered by FastBots there, but if you're obviously in this and you're in the white label, that will be gone. But what I want to do, and we'll be doing this within the next probably week or so, is giving you the chance to put powered by your agency name and then a link going to your new funnel to get people to book calls. So yeah, and it works, by the way. I mean, it's one of the reasons that we're able to offer our platform at the prices that we do, is because we have that powered by at the bottom and we get sales from it. So that's why we charge to remove it, because we now lost the ability to get referrals. So yeah, we're going to add that so that you can put your own branding on it. Can you do a generic funnel or lead page that we can alter for our niches, says Mick. Great question, Mick. Yes. And it's going to be so easy. We're going to give you all the training for this, but you're going to be able to go to your funnel and duplicate it. So I might just show you, why not? Let's go back over to the funnel. There we are. Okay, so here's your page that we've got. This is a generic one, but let's just take this now and maybe we want to duplicate that particular page. Whoops. Here we go. Let's go to the funnel. There we are. So here's the general page. We can click on these three dots here, duplicate, click yes. Now we've got our duplicated version here, and then we can go ahead and edit it. And if I do that now, I can show you. Here you go. So there it is. And then now we can change this title here to be, we build chatbots for churches or something like that, So, and then we can put in a new background and everything there. We can change these images over, all of that stuff. And by the way, we are also going to be giving you all of these images in Canva so that you can quickly recreate them. And we'll tell you the image size and everything, so that if you do want to change any of these or create yourself new niche pages that you want to target yourself that we haven't even thought of or mentioned, then you can do that. That's fine. You can also go and create a dedicated chatbot specific to that niche and embed it here as well from your 30 chatbots. So yeah, very, very quick and easy to go and create new niche pages on demand. Hope that answered the question. Bill, is there a monthly charge for fast funnels? No, because you are getting it as part of this package. And that means so long as you are a subscriber of the agency, so the $29.90 annually, then you're going to get this free of charge the whole time. So there'll be no charges for you at all. Can chatbots schedule RDVs and be connected to the agenda of the client? Excuse my my ignorance, actually, but what is an RDV? I'm usually good with abbreviations, but what's an RDV? Yeah, really not sure. Next up, yeah, Arturo has mentioned it would be really good if we had a community just for FastBots users. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll see. We're actually building a community platform on FastFunnels at the moment, and that should be ready later on this year. So I would probably prefer to build up my own platform, but I must admit, School is pretty good, and it's been great for us so far. Quickly, how quickly will we receive the replay link from today? I missed the beginning. KM is what I've got there. Yeah, well, that's a good question. I will probably try and email that out straight afterwards. How's that? And then everyone can watch it right from the beginning, because I don't know how many people have joined so far. We may already be full. I don't know. Well, I'll take a little look. Can I create my own chatbot? Yes, we've done that. So that's about it, I think, guys. I don't think there is any more questions. Powered by, is the change to powered by FastBots only for the first 20 buyers? Yeah, so John, let me just put that up on the screen there so everyone can see. The changing by, yeah, that will be for the agency plan. So yeah, it will be, the priority would be the first 20 people who join this program, without a doubt. And so that will help you get more referrals, of course. Thank you ever so much, Heidi, for your kind comments. Chris, I actually don't know, is the honest answer. I haven't checked. I'm so busy with this at the moment. John, is it a payment of $29.90 each year? Yeah, that will give you this. Everything that you see here and your continued agency account with the 30 chatbots and so on, that it's just like an annual subscription basically, but you're getting all of this stuff free and your website and everything else. So your costs will not go up, which is great. Now, Noi, what type of information do we need to create the chatbot if there's not any online information? So, okay, let's say you're working with a client who doesn't have a website, or they don't want to create the chatbot for the website. They're going to need to give you the information in the form of a PDF, Word doc, something like that, or a Google sheet or something, so that you can then add those as links and create the chatbot for them from that information. So your clients will know what they want the chatbot to do and what information they're going to need in it. Cool. Okay, well, I think that's about it then, guys. I want to thank everybody who has decided to join the agency. Mick, great question. Will it definitely only be 20? Yes. So it has to be. I can't deal with any more. To be perfectly honest with you, you'll soon know, because there'll be a group of 20 people and we'll all be doing lives together and things like that. So no, it just won't work if there's that many people. I'm very, very busy focusing on the platform and the initial 20. So it's best to just stick with that small group in the beginning. I think let's get this right. Let's make some people do well with this before we start telling everyone to do it. Great. Thank you very much. Yeah, John, you're going to get all the help you need with that. Dimitri, really appreciate you saying that. I haven't done one of these in absolutely ages. I used to do about 100 live webinars a year at one point, back in the days of selling online courses. But yeah, not very often these days. Behind the scenes now I am, really, or on YouTube. I'm just one more question here. Shachar, I hope I've said your name correctly. I really hate saying people's names wrong. And what happens if after a year I want to close the agency? Even if I close all the chatbots and just close my account, will it be charged again? No, no, no. If you want to close the agency for any reason, then that's entirely up to you. We wouldn't say, hey, that's it, you've got to give us another year or else. It's up to you. But you're covered for a year when you join this, which I think is more than enough time to build a successful business doing this. And that's it, really. Thank you ever so much, Mick. That is so kind of you to say that. The link to buy, Emily, is on the screen, fastbots.ai/agency. Let me just put it in here as well. .ai/agency. There we go. Let's put it. Oh, I think I did that wrong because I'm silly. Oh no, I did it right. Great. So that's the URL. It's on the screen, and then you can just go ahead and join. And I might be able to make it come up again here. Let me just click display. Maybe that's come up. I'm not sure. There you go. See if that's come up for everybody. I don't know. Hopefully that should come up on the screen, but there it is. So I want to thank you all very, very much for coming. I really appreciate it. I think we've got a great community of people, both here on using FastBots and then also in our school community as well. And we're going to do some good things together, and we're going to make some good money, and that's really what we're here for. So thank you ever so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And well, I look forward to working with the first 20. I'm really excited. Thanks a lot. Take care, everybody. And thank you once again. Any questions that were not answered here, by the way, drop me an email, support@fastbots.ai. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.